Hey guys, it's another video from Mike over here at Growtopia, and we're about to get some corny going on. Alright, so we harvested a lot of corn, and a lot of the corn we harvested was early. It's time to get rid of the plants. So the first thing I like to do is I have a two-step process. One, I chuck them, and two, I put in water. So because I could take this and stick it into my compost, or what I could do is actually could throw it out in my front yard, and the animals and the critters can actually enjoy the rest of the plant itself, and they can make it for their nest. So let's start peeling. Now, this is a good thing to do. You could always leave them in a husk, but because unfortunately a lot of times there's going to be different bugs and ants, it's a good time to do this before you store them inside your house, because the last thing you want is 8 million ants. Now you can see like this one here doesn't have a lot of corn kernels on it, but it's still edible. I'm going to clean that off, the silk on it. And that's one of them. Not a really great one, but like I said, it was harvested early. But here's a corn kernel. Tastes good. That goes in the bucket of water. This goes in the bucket that goes outside. Next thing you can see here is that somebody likes my corn, and apparently it's a squirrel. And everything that I have that I'm growing, even though the squirrel bit it, I know a lot of people be like, oh, don't eat it, you can get this, that, and the other. Everything gets boiled anyway, so all the whatever is going to get taken off, but obviously the squirrel loved that piece of corn. Here's another one here. Now we got sweet corn. There's this one here is a couple multi ones in it. Yeah, this is a sweet corn. Because we also got gem corn. So I think, if I'm not mistaken, this should be gem corn. As you can see, it's got different colors. And what's funny is some of them have a little purple in it. And I think that's because I have some Indian corn growing nearby that's used for making flour, such as like this. So this you can't really eat, but you can ground it down and make your own corn flour. Or hang it up for a decoration. Let's see what's in this little one here. Nothing much at all. But it might have some flavor to it once it's cooked. See, there's really nothing on here. You can see how the silks. Every silk is for one corn kernel. So that's why it's very, very important to make sure when you're growing your corn to put them in clusters, so that when the tassels fall down, it pollinates the bottom, it gets the silks, and you have corn on your cob instead of no corn on your cob. Now you want to harvest your corn when it's dried out, but like I said, I harvested all these really early because it's time to move on with that area. See this one here. This one's got really small corn kernels. So there was a good pollination on this, but because it didn't set out there long enough, they didn't get bigger, but not bad. Next one. See how it's a red one on top? So it's probably, if I'm not mistaken, this should be red corn. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Another one that's like this, it's got nothing on it. Now what's funny is baby corn, which is basically what this is corn that's picked super early. See the amount of silks that are on this. And even though it was red on top, the plant below I think was dead at that point. It was one of the many that was knocked over. But now, this might turn into baby corn. Baby corn is just corn that's picked super early. Now even though I bought Japanese baby corn that I'm growing, let's see if that was just a gimmick. We'll find out. Looks like I'm going to have a lot of baby corn. Here's another one. Somebody got to and ravished it. This is a sweet corn. Come here, spider. Squishy you go. You can see this one. And another one. It's like Christmas. I don't know what's in the packaging, if anything. This is another red corn. You can see how the tips on it are shaped more like that nipply look to them, like it is on here. You can see it's got, like, if I go back a little bit, you can just see how the shape of them are. So this one's got like that same kind of shape. Oh, so many. Here's another nice one. This one's actually pretty nice. Here's another one that somebody decided to eat, which is pretty bad. It does have some corn kernels on it, but I'm going to throw this one in my compost pile because it is 90% eaten. I'm not going to throw it outside. It's going to go into the compost drum. So there are going to be some probably more like that than anything else, but it's the only way to find out. Just got to pop them open. There's a long one here. Wow. This would have been nice too. This is another nice sweet corn. And I think I just missed the pail. And we got another one. Huh, that one flew right out of there. It's going into the compost. See? Oh, God. Almost done. We're almost done. Another baby corn. Let's try this one. See how it's like dry on top? So this is a red corn. I can tell right away as I'm pulling it. And also the silks are going to have that auburn color to it as well. Reddish hue. I said this is for making corn flour. It's also known as Indian corn. You have it for decoration as well, but this one that I grew specifically is actually for making corn flour. So I got a couple of those. Woo! Look at this guy. Came out. He's all excited. Excited to see me. Corn kernels on that guy. Wouldn't you love to be the one who has to clean up this kitchen? Actually, everything is going into a bucket below me, as long as I don't miss the bucket. Well, another baby corn. So, not the greatest harvest this year, I would say. You know, we did have some good ones here and there, and we did get some bad ones. And, you know, there's only 2 people eating it. It's not the end of the world. Ah, okay, here we go. Here we go. So we got a purple corn. We had that I put out there too. I messed around with some multicolored corn. A couple of those I put out there. You can see the purplish hue on them. That is definitely not fully ripe at all. Another baby corn. Sweating in my kitchen. Oh, none. Another sweet corn. No. Yes. Another one. Not fully ripened yet, but it's okay. Still edible. Might be a little hard on the teeth. Just kidding. There we go. A little baby corn. Try not to sneeze. That's why I keep like looking up. I already sneezed about 10 times before, so not looking to make a video of me just sitting here sneezing. Another little baby corn. And for the last one, I kind of thought this was strange how these were growing at an angle. So I wanted to just see what the heck they look like. If anything. An early stage of a corn. So, yeah, that is very interesting. It looks like a cool centerpiece you can have in your house. But the early, very early stage. Looks like something medieval, right? So just before the corn, uh-oh, I smell it. I smell it, I feel it. I know the sneezes are coming. I get it from getting pollinated by the corn, but here is a very, very nice baby corn. Very nice baby corn. And that crazy looking guy that I'm going to put in my compost. Not going outside. And then we got this one. Now I had no issues with ants. I had no issues with any type of infestation of bugs other than my squirrel and another nice baby corn. Anyway guys, that wraps up me getting corny over here. This is Mike over here at Growtopia. Like, subscribe, share it with your friends and family. Get out there and grow something. Maybe try to get a better harvest of corn than I did. This year was the first year that I actually put them a little differently out there. Instead of doing one straight row of them, I did multiple rows. I didn't have them close enough planted together. And I did two different things. I tried them in a bag and I tried them direct planting them. And I would say definitely direct sowing them is a lot better. Just because the time that the ones that came out of the nursery in a bag was at yay high, and the ones that were in the ground were here. By the time everybody caught up with the temperatures, they're at the same height, they grew the same way, they grew the same amount, and there was absolutely no difference. Other than probably the ones that are in the bucket, because I planted it so late due to this horrible weather of this season, is what I got. Anyway guys, this is another video from Mike from Growtopia. Like, subscribe, share it with your friends and family. Get out there and grow something. Later. Get corny.